Hello, my name is Mikal Dort-Fleury. I am a financial aid counselor here at Montclair State University, and I'll be discussing the graduate process for financial aid. So today you'll learn a little bit more about what to expect from financial aid as a graduate student. Now, what is financial aid for a graduate student? Financial aid is an umbrella term that includes loans, scholarships, and basically any funds that do not come from out of pocket for you. That is a form of financial aid as a graduate student. Now, aid eligibility. What do we need to see in order for you to be eligible for financial aid as a graduate student? Number one, high school diploma or equivalent, enrollment in an eligible program. You need to be a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen. You must have a valid Social Security number. You do have to sign the certifying statements on the FAFSA, and you do have to answer a drug question on the FAFSA as well. Male students must be registered with Select Service, or you must consent to registration while completing the FAFSA application. Now, steps to receiving financial aid as a graduate student. You may have done this as an undergraduate student, and if you did, great, because then you already have an FSA ID. If you do not have an FSA ID, you must get one in order for you to complete the FAFSA. Where do you go to complete this form? You have to go to fsaid.ed.gov. That's fsaid.ed.gov. You will go there and you will receive an FSA ID before you can actually complete the FAFSA. You need this ID number in order for you to be able to complete the FAFSA application. Now, the next step, once you receive your FSA ID, you do have to complete a FAFSA. FAFSA is a free application for federal student aid. Some of you may be familiar with this form as an undergraduate student, but as a graduate student, you do need to complete this as well to see if you're eligible for any type of financial aid as a grad student. Where do you go to complete the FAFSA application? You have to go to www.studentaid.gov. That is www.studentaid.gov. Now, types of loans you may be eligible for as a graduate student. You may be eligible for federal direct loans or federal graduate plus loan, which does require a credit check. Or you might be eligible for an alternative private loan, which also requires a credit check. It's important to know as a graduate student, you are no longer eligible for grants. You're only eligible for loans. And these are the three types of loans that you may be eligible for as a graduate student. Now, explanation of the different types of loans. Number one is federal direct loan. This type of loan does not require a credit check. It is in the student's name, and repayment for this type of loan begins 6 months after student is no longer enrolled at least half-time. Half-time for graduate students is 3 credits. Full-time for graduate students is 6 credits. This is an unsubsidized loan. So what that means is once the loan is dispersed towards your tuition, interest does begin to accrue while you are enrolled in school. The current interest rate, which was lowered this year due to this COVID pandemic, the rate is 4.3%. There is origination fee of 1.059%. Once you receive your federal direct loan, you do have to go through entrance counseling, and you do have to sign a master promissory note in order for you to receive the funding towards your tuition. One thing to know about federal direct loans, when you do complete the FAFSA application to see if you're eligible for this type of loan, it does not use your income as a way to determine if you're eligible or not. So it doesn't matter if you're making $100,000 and you want to go back to grad school. Because it's a federal direct loan, we don't look at income. It's based on the program and the amount of credits that you are going to take. Now, another type of loan is a federal graduate plus loan. This is based on credit check. If you don't have a strong credit, you can have an endorser or a co-signer complete this application for you. The current rate on the federal graduate plus loan is 5.3% with an origination fee of 4.236%. Now, repayment options that you have for this loan is a standard immediate repayment if you want, or you can do interest-only payments, or you can put this in full deferment until you're complete with your program. Now, this is based on credit. Generally, students will receive $20,500 in the federal direct loan that I spoke about previously. But let's say that that's not enough to cover your graduate program. This is where the federal graduate plus loan program will come in, and you will take out an additional loan on top of the federal direct loan to help pay for your tuition. Now, if you're not interested in any type of federal loan, there are private loans that you can apply for. Private loans are loans provided through lenders such as banks or educational loan lenders. You can compare several different private loan companies. The website that we refer students to is www.elmselect.com. That is www.elmselect.com. That is where we refer students to when they are looking to take out a private loan. Possible assistantship. Now, our graduate school at Montclair State University, they do offer an assistantship program. This assistantship program will help you pay your tuition. Generally, students who are accepted into this specific type of program, they have an assignment to work on campus. Either it's instructional support, you may be doing research for a specific department, or field work. Usually, the assistantship is for a full year or one semester. The compensation is a stipend, and that will help cover your fees and tuition for grad school. If you are interested in assistantships, you will contact the graduate school directly, and they will give you additional information regarding this. All right, programs eligible for federal aid. So not all graduate programs are necessarily eligible for federal aid. So you have to make sure that your program is eligible. So all doctoral program, all master's program, and CRI admit programs, they are all eligible for federal aid. Some programs are on a trimester schedule. The School of Business has that a lot, where there's 3 terms in one academic year, so that's considered 1/3. Your financial aid is split over those 3 terms. Now, there are certificate programs that may be eligible for federal loans as well. So the Advanced Counseling Program, the Teaching Middle Grades Math, Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, the American Diet Association, Paralegal Studies, Translating Spanish, Artist Diploma, Drug and Alcohol Counselor Certification, Music Therapy Certification, and the Nutrition and Exercise Science Certificate programs. They all are eligible for federal funding. Eligible advanced certifications, which are called CRAs. So the Supervisor Advanced Certification and the Principal Certification are also eligible for federal funding as well. Eligible certification programs. These are additional certification programs. So CRE, which is the Reading Specialist Certification, that is eligible for federal funding. Substance Awareness Coordinator and School Counselor Certification are also programs that are eligible for funding as well. Now, eligible certificate programs. These are specific teaching programs. So all initial teacher certification programs and P-3 Abbott programs. These programs are special graduate programs. So federal student aid regulations require the university to treat students within these specific programs as fifth-year undergraduate students. So what that means is when you're filing the FAFSA, you must identify as an undergraduate student if you are going into these specific teaching certification programs. You will be defined as a dependent student, and you must provide parental information for this specific program. The benefit of being viewed as an undergraduate student is that you are awarded as an undergraduate student. So you are awarded a $12,500 Stafford direct loan for the academic year towards your certification program. And it does include a subsidized loan. So what that means is instead of an unsubsidized loan, which does accrue interest while you are currently enrolled, you'll be offered a subsidized loan that does not accrue interest. So while you're in school, that loan is not growing because it is a subsidized loan. And it depends on what you are offered for a subsidized loan. All other programs are eligible for private loans. So if I didn't list the program or say the program, most likely you're not eligible for federal funding, and you would have to get a private loan, which you can look for at www.select.com. These are some additional post-bac programs and teacher certification programs here. So you'll see it through the presentation. You'll be able to see what type of program you are and what type of loan you are eligible for those specific programs, okay? All right, so this is additional information on type of aid, which is loans. Students, you are eligible for federal direct Stafford unsubsidized loan as a graduate student. You will receive $20,500 towards your academic year. So any students for master's and teaching students, you are eligible for $20,500 for the academic year. If you are coming for the certification program, you are eligible for $12,500 for the academic year. You are also eligible for federal direct plus loans, which requires a credit check, and the alternative private loan that also requires a credit check as well. If you have a co-signer that can co-sign these specific loans for you, that will be a great addition if you do not have enough credit. Okay, now if you want to contact the financial aid office, you can contact us at financialaid@montclair.edu. So if you have any specific questions regarding this presentation, regarding the information in this presentation, or if you yourself need some clarification regarding your financial aid, you can reach us at financialaid@montclair.edu. That is financialaid@montclair.edu. We are located College Hall, second floor. The best way to reach us right now is via email, which is at financialaid@montclair.edu. When you are contacting us, please make sure you have your campus-wide ID number so that we're able to locate your file quicker. Now, if you have any questions regarding the assistantship program, you can contact the graduate school at gradschool@montclair.edu, and they would be able to answer any specific questions that you may have regarding an assistantship if you are interested in that program. Okay, so we look forward to hearing from you in the Office of Financial Aid. Once again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.